Push the magic button. Thank you. Fantastic. I call to order the Wednesday, August 30th, 2023 meeting of the City of Cleveland Board of Control. Will Mr. Secretary please call the roll?
Directors Griffin.
Here.
Kane.
Here.
Francis.
Here.
Williams. Here. Margolius.
Here.
Hernandez.
Here.
Cole. Here. McNamara.
Here.
Martin O'Toole.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Director Kane, could you please speak to your resolution?
Yes, thank you. Good afternoon, Acting Mayor, members of the Board. Public Utilities has 4 recommendations for consideration: approving Corlett Trenching and Plumbing LLC as subcontractor to Terrace Construction under city contract numbers RC 2023-036, 037, 038, and 039 for the Cleveland Water Lead Service Line Replacement Programs 2022-1, 2, 5, and 6. Recommend approval.
Some quick questions. So obviously it says replace lead and galvanized service lines. So we will no longer have lead line service lines in those areas. Fair to say?
In very small portions of those areas, Acting Mayor.
Great. And you guys had an incredibly difficult weekend and restored power. So I want to say thank you to you and everybody at CPP for getting us back.
They deserve it. Thank you.
And you did better than First Energy before. I love it. Are there any other questions for Director King? Being no further questions, if Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
All in favor of adoption of the resolution, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Adopted.
Director Hernandez, could you please speak to your resolution?
Absolutely. I have several before you today. I will do the quickest stuff first, which is side lot yard expansion, and those are what you see for $200. And so those are all. That's all, but that first one that you see. And I'm seeking approval for that. And then I have Trudy Andruski. One day I'll say,
getting better.
To speak to the APD urban planning that we are looking to contract with.
Ms. Andrzejewski.
Good afternoon, everyone. Trudy Andrzejewski from the Department of Community Development. We are requesting that Board of Control consider authorizing us to enter into contract with Harvard Community Services Center, a neighborhood CDC representing a portion of Ward 1, in order to provide community engagement tasks as part of the Lee Harbor Expanding and Community Engagement Study. And as part of that, we will have Harvard consult with APD urban planning for a fee match of $20,000.
Can you tell us a little bit more about, so they're going to be involved in community engagement. What will they do? What do you hope the outcome to be?
This will be a 6-month study that will lead to community engagement in planning studies. So we have several entities, including the planning department, who are all partnering on this study. The deliverables will include an implementation plan for the Lee Harbor microgeography, which is one of the microgeographies on the southeast side that Mayor Bett's administration has identified. And for our purposes, a lot of the study will lead to specific outcomes that will help our real estate development opportunities in that microgeography.
So help me understand a little bit more, as I'm not a community development specialist. Are we going to be asking the community with respect to retail versus residential mix, or help me understand a little bit more about it?
We'll be engaging directly with the business owners along the Lee River corridor in this geography, and then also extensive resident engagement. So APD urban planning will be present here in October for a 4-day planning trip where neighborhood residents will come and give feedback on things like water gaps that they're seeing in the microgeography. What would they like to see? What is their experience as it relates to being able to visit public green space, gaps in retail, things like that. So
We'll be understanding what the community values are in the southeast side. So it's really important that the work that we've been doing and gearing up for work on the southeast side, this is one of the first concrete things that we can say, this is what we've done, and then these planning efforts will lead to better decision-making for community development, but also economic development, and others who are involved in the southeast side work.
Great, thank you. Any other questions? There being no further questions, Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
All in favor of adoption of the resolution, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Adopted.
Is there any further business to come before today's meeting of the Board of Control? There being no further business, I declare this meeting adjourned.